everyone, who's here? I see some comments coming up in the chat and I am trying to figure this out. This is my first time doing one of these live videos, so hopefully it works. Can folks hear me? I don't even know. I feel so like awkward doing this. Oh, thank you, What You Sellin'. Okay, good. People can hear me. That's good. I'm just reading the chat so that I can figure out what's going on. It's all working. Yay! Okay. You know, this is all new to me. I'm an old dog learning some new tricks. Oh, thank you. Thank you, What You Sellin'. And hello, everyone. Chat is going really fast. So hi, Pamela. Hi, Red Seller. Hi, Thrifting Life. Hi, Tiff B. Hi, John. Hi, AirSync. Hi, Bobby Moon's Bargains. Hi, Ron. Why are you awake? But hi. So the topic tonight is Amazon merch, or merch by Amazon, whatever you want to call it. And I am not an expert at all. I am figuring out Amazon merch and kind of really just getting started. I mean, I guess I've been doing it since May, but really don't feel like an expert in it. But if folks do have questions, if you were just approved and or waiting for approval and have some questions, I can try and answer them. I don't know if I'll be able to. And what happened to my chat? So Tiff B asked, merch, what is it? Merch is a program, is Amazon's program. It's a print-on-demand t-shirt program. Oh, hi, Nevada. And what it is you can, you know, once you get approved, there's no cost to it, but there is a waiting period. Once you get approved, then you can create designs to be put on t-shirts, and you know, they get posted in Amazon's catalog, and then if somebody buys them, Amazon will print the t-shirt, ship it to the customer, and you get royalties on the sale depending on how you price the shirt. So it's a pretty cool way to make money online. You don't have to carry inventory. You don't have to deal with shipping anything. You just have to, you know, figure out some graphic design stuff or hire someone to do that for you. Hi, Red Seller. Congratulations on just getting approved. And yeah, it is tough at first, but once you get used to it, you'll become a pro, I promise. Oh, thank you, Pamela, because I did not know about that, about the refreshing. And yes, it is not in the UK. AirSync asked. I imagine at some point Amazon is going to roll it out there. I know some people that are in the UK and they have like US mailing addresses, so they can, you know, pretend they're a US, you know, person so that they can be on Amazon merch. But yes, at the moment, it is just in the US. And Thrifting Life said only sold 3 shirts so far. But hey, you're going to sell more, I promise. I started out very slowly. I mean, I think I sold maybe like 1 shirt, you know, the first month I was on, and it went pretty slowly. I think things picked up for me around July, and I think I started in May or so. So hang in there. 3 more than 0. If you print a saying on the front, can the shirts be custom printed with the buyer's company name on the back? So Amazon merch doesn't do custom printing. It is, you know, whatever design you put on there is what's on there. There's no customization options like you'd have with something like Zazzle or Cafe Press. So it's, even though it's a print-on-demand thing, it's, you know, a single design. You'd have to upload separate designs if you wanted something with someone's name, you know, available. Amazon does have something called Amazon Custom, but they don't do that themselves. You'd have to, you know, set that up with your own printer and then, you know, post the items for sale and then drop ship them or something like that. So that's actually a lot of work. Just started, just got 5 shirts up, Jeanette said. Very cool. What program do I use to design my shirts? I am using Affinity Designer currently. It is a paid program, but it's a one-time fee. So I paid, $50 to download Affinity Designer. I have a Mac, so it's available on the App Store, which means you can download it. It works pretty seamlessly on my Mac. I have no problems with it. Before that, I was using Inkscape, which is a free program. Definitely worth checking out. I had problems. It used to work okay. I mean, I had a few glitchy things with it. And then I think I did some kind of Mac update. It was maybe around December or so. And suddenly Inkscape was not working right at all. And I'd been thinking about upgrading to Adobe Illustrator. And that is a subscription software. It's $10 a month, and you just have to pay that every month. So that can get expensive over time. And so I had been thinking about that. Then I found out about this Affinity Designer. I decided to try it, and I'm happy with it. So that's what I'm using right now. If you are just getting started and just want to, or haven't been approved and want to dabble, definitely check out Inkscape because it's free. It's a vector editing software, which is basically what you really need for doing the t-shirt designs on Amazon merch. Adobe Illustrator is like the industry standard as far as vector editing goes. My advice on keywords and ideas for designs is one thing that I've done. I don't always do it, but if I'm coming up with a design, I'll actually make a list of different keywords that I think would apply to the design, think of synonyms and things like that, and then figure out a way to get those into actual sentences. Because you're not going to list a bunch of tags or anything like that. You're going to actually write sentences as the bullet point descriptions. And also, I mean, you're going to have a title. You don't have quite as many words to work with in the title, but the most important words that would describe your shirt or who it's for should probably be in your title. And that would just be my tip there, is to, come up with as many words that you think people might be using to search for it or search for a similar type product. How long is the approval process for those that just got approved? I don't know, maybe some people that just got approved can answer. I know for me, it was at least 5 months, I think 6 months before I got approved. Does the artwork have to be vector or some special format? What you upload to Amazon merch must be a PNG file. They're very specific about that. It has to be PNG. It has to be 4,500 by 5,400 pixels. So, you can create, like a JPEG artwork as long as you can save it or export it as a PNG, I guess. But it has to be PNG when you upload it. Someone recommended PicMonkey. I am not familiar. I think I've used PicMonkey to edit photos on the web. It's like a web-based thing. I think that's PicMonkey, unless I'm confusing it with something else. I don't know if that's going to really work for creating t-shirts for merch, but it's worth a try. You do have to be careful with some of those, things like PicMonkey or Canva or something like that, because a lot of those they have different fonts and different clip art and stuff like that. But part of their terms is that, the artwork cannot be used on products for resale, which is what Amazon merch is. So you do need to have royalty-free artwork, royalty-free fonts to upload designs on Amazon merch. Yeah, somebody said 5 to 6 months to get approved. Oh, Nevada to Texas Gal Treasures uses PicMonkey for merch. I didn't know that. Margaret at Texas Gal Treasures uses PicMonkey. So she makes a lot of videos. She has a YouTube channel. If people are interested in PicMonkey, definitely ask her more about it. About what amount have you invested in the merch aspects so far, if you don't mind divulging that? If you're not, I understand, just curious. So basically, with merch, all I've really spent money, I haven't really done, I did a little bit of Pinterest paid promotion. I mean, maybe $30 altogether. I don't know, just kind of, experimenting with that. Otherwise, it's really just been for artwork. I mean, I paid $50, like I said, for Adobe, or for affinity designer. And let me see, artwork, maybe 100, over 100, I guess, maybe like 150 altogether on artwork. Bought some bundle files, bought like individual files from, different, what am I trying to say? Different graphic places, vector graphic places. I don't know, probably less than 200, I would say, on artwork. And that's all I really spent money on. Do you use a trending tracker to stay up to date with the latest trends? No, I am not up to date at all. I'm very outdated. So, I try to keep up with things. There's Twitter, there's the news, but that's about it. I mean, I'm pretty out of touch, I would say. And that trends is one way to go about it. I don't think you necessarily have to make designs that go for the trends. It depends on, if you're up on things, hey, go for it. If you're not, there are a lot of other shirts you can make. You can go for different, niches. You can go for, I don't know what I was going to say. Just like, universal type things. Although the more specific you can be, the better chance you have of selling stuff. Oh, congratulations, Marshall. He just got approved for merch on March 3rd. Please discuss your keyword strategies. Please use vague examples. So here's the thing. You design a shirt. Who do you think is going to be most likely to purchase that shirt? So let's say, maybe it's Mother's Day is coming up. So it's a shirt for moms, but again, that's a pretty broad topic. So you'd probably want to be a little bit more specific, maybe focus on, some kind of hobby or interest that a mom might have. Let's say, crafting or scrapbooking. Scrapbooking is like a specific kind of craft. So you have, a shirt designed for moms who like scrapbooking. So, you're going to want to use mom and mother and Mother's Day, gift, present. You want to use obviously scrapbooking, but maybe scrapbook and crafty, crafts, those kind of words that would go with scrapbooking. And I don't know, I'm not a scrapbooker, but things that you would think maybe might appeal to. So a gift for moms who like scrapbooking or something like that. And it would obviously have some artwork or something that would relate to a mom that likes scrapbooking, I guess. And so your keyword strategy should focus on, what somebody's going to be searching for. So that's probably going to be either, a child or, maybe a husband of a woman who is, into scrapbooking, and, what they might search for as a gift. What's a good gift for, woman who likes scrapbooking for Mother's Day. And, if you have those keywords in there, then hopefully they'll find your shirt. So you buy a design from someone and then you have to print on the t-shirts. I'm really having a hard time understanding merch, I guess. So I don't really buy any completed designs, although you can do that, work with different designers. I have been, buying some artwork that I can use to turn that into a t-shirt. I don't have to do any of the printing. All I'm really doing is uploading a digital file, and, Amazon displays it on a t-shirt, but it doesn't actually become a t-shirt until someone buys it. And the second someone buys it, well, maybe not the second, but when someone buys it, they will then have it printed, and then we'll ship it out to the customer. And so, it's all just a digital thing until someone actually, purchases the design, and then it becomes a shirt. So I hope that makes sense. I don't know if I'm explaining it that well. Best crochet mother, grandmother, perhaps. Yeah. So yeah, just try to think of, again, think of the specific as opposed to the general. Nevada said she applied in early December but hasn't been approved yet. Yeah, that's about when I applied, like last year. I applied in like December 2015. I think I got approved in May. So hang in there. There's hope. Is it true people in Etsy might buy cashmere sweaters with holes to reuse? Possibly. I don't know. That's not something I sell generally, but there are buyers for all kinds of stuff out there. There definitely are. Oh yeah, maybe for felting. I don't know. You know, that's a crafty type thing. I know I tried doing that with like some wool sweaters that I picked up at a thrift store. Came out kind of cool. I don't know if it works with cashmere. Maybe it does. Do you need to do a lot of research to figure out which shirts are ranking high before you put out designs? That's from John Singleton. And some people might. I really haven't. I haven't done that at all. And you know, if you're going to be investing a lot of money by hiring different designers, that might be something you want to do. For me, I'm just kind of, you know, doing it myself. I mean, I purchased some artwork, so I really, you know, look for different niches, you know, different shirts I see that maybe, you know, out in the store or on the internet or something. I mean, I don't rip off them completely, but, you know, it might inspire me to make my own. So, yeah, I mean, I think most of my best-selling designs really focus on different like niches, different interests people have. They're not going to be like the top shirts on Amazon, but they're steady sellers. You know, I might sell like one a day or two a day or something like that. So, you know, I don't know that you need to have the top ranked ones. And in fact, I don't know if that would necessarily help you because it's going to be tough to create something that's that popular. You might want to slip in a little bit lower under the radar, I would think. Would you suggest those waiting on merch start creating designs and save? That's definitely something you could do. And there are other print-on-demand sites out there. I mean, you can definitely open up for free, you know, a Redbubble store or Zazzle store. There's other, you know, t-shirt printing companies. There's a lot of different print-on-demand sites out there. So, you know, you might still make money on them. I mean, I just sold a shirt on Redbubble this week that's been on Amazon. I mean, it's been on Amazon for a few weeks and it hasn't sold on Amazon and it's sold on Redbubble. So, you know, and I haven't done any promotion of it in either place. So you never know. I've got a really cute idea for a reseller shirt, but it may already be selling. How can you check? Pamela asked, you can, you know, I mean, do a search on Amazon for, you know, whatever you're looking for and t-shirts, see if anything comes up. And again, like, unless it's a trademarked phrase or something, you can create your own, you know, version of something. And, you know, I mean, a lot of my sayings aren't super original or anything like that. So you don't want to actually be too original because it might be hard for people to find it. But if it's something they're already searching for, then, you know, your shirt's going to come up when they search and they might buy it if they like the design. And Bobby Moon's Bargains asked, do you agree that just getting out there, pulling the trigger will lead to mistakes, but more mistakes will lead to success? Yeah, I think so. I mean, you know, with anything, you got to just try it. I mean, you could talk and talk about it, you can research about it, but until you're actually like putting stuff out there, you can't really make any money with it. So is everything going to be success? Probably not, but you might have some surprising successes. One of my, you know, better selling shirts is like in the first batch of stuff I uploaded. And in that first batch of stuff, there's also at least half of them, more than half of them, that didn't sell at all. So, you know, go figure. And that's true. I mean, that's pretty much how it goes. I mean, we just got turned back on for shirts in January. And so if a shirt doesn't sell in 60 days, Amazon removes it. And so now I'm getting to the point where stuff that I, you know, uploaded in January is getting removed. And so, you know, some stuff sold, at least half of it didn't sell. And so that stuff's getting removed and that's fine. It's, just put what you can out there, and if it sells, it sells, and if it doesn't, it doesn't sell. If you're not investing, money into designing or a lot of money in artwork, then it's just the time that you put into it that you would be losing, which isn't too bad, I don't think. And Pamela said, I've never heard of these print-on-demand sites before. Some of them are more popular than others. I mentioned Redbubble. That's an international site. They're actually Australia-based, but they're around the world. You can order, from anywhere. They have, I think, printing sites here in the US and Europe and whatnot. Zazzle is US based, but again, they have printing, around the world. And Zazzle is more than, well, Redbubble and Zazzle are both more than just t-shirts. Zazzle has a good assortment of stuff. They have, stickers and, other garments, sweatshirts, long sleeve shirts, that sort of thing, leggings, home stuff, and, things like duvet covers and clocks and, random things like that. Zazzle has just about anything you could possibly imagine and more options. It's almost an overwhelming number of options. If you want, custom printed ping pong paddles, you can get those at Zazzle. So they're a little bit crazy with everything that they have available, but they're also like flooded with designs and users. So it's hard to stand out. But if you create stuff that's, to a specific niche, you may still find that you can make some sales on Zazzle. And the Zazzle items are all custom in that you could add like a name or a photo or, different customization options for each item. Marshall said, I signed up for FBA, haven't actually done anything, busy with eBay. Maybe having an FBA account helps you get approved. I don't know if that's true or not. I have heard on some of the forums people wondering about that, but then people have said they don't have FBA and they got approved. So I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Pamela asked, how many shirt designs do you have listed? So as of today, I'm at 270 total shirts. That was a little bit higher, but like I said, some were getting taken down. I can have up to 500, but I'm limited. Well, right now I'm limited to putting 5 a day on. They keep changing it, but at the moment I can put up to 5 each day on. So, I'm adding 5 every day. Now there's some getting removed that haven't sold. So right now I'm at 270 total. And Mischievous Mal asked, do you think Amazon is going to add those other elements on coasters, etc.? I think at some point Amazon is going to expand what they have available. I don't know if they're going to be like as much as Zazzle, but they will probably add some of the more popular items at some point. They're still having trouble keeping up with the demand of just the t-shirts, and like Christmas was crazy for them and they ran out of a lot of shirts and a lot of colors. So I don't think they're going to do it quite yet until they got, a system where they figured that they were doing okay and keeping up with everything. Then they'll probably Okay, I think it's back working again. I know it quit out there. Sorry about that. Oh, what is this thing doing? Okay, I think I'm back. And I was answering questions when it cut out. So somebody asked about all over printing, which Amazon Merch does not offer right now. I do know Zazzle and Redbubble have that, as well as some other print on demand companies, but Amazon does not offer that at the moment. How do you know which fonts you can use for print on demand? So any purchased fonts you have that have like a license, that, say you can use them for products for resale. Most fonts that you purchase, I think, are going to have that. If it's a font that comes installed on your computer, I think you can probably use that. I'm not positive. Most of the fonts that I use are, I purchased like a bundle of fonts to use on print-on-demand products, and that's, it comes with a resale license for those. Oh, and I was answering a question about bubble wrap. My chair does not have bubble wrap on it, but it does have shiny vinyl that squeaks. So sorry about that. I covered it because it was black that was kind of stained and had like cat claw frame marks. So, I covered it with this blue vinyl. And trying to keep up with everything. Oh, Pamela said about my designs. I have so many. A lot of those, well, some of them are like variations on a theme where I can, create one design and, make it appropriate for moms or grandmas or dads or grandpas or things like that. So there is a lot of that there going on too. So, 270, not totally 270 unique ones. How's that? Garland, this is a FBA question. Anything, getting a lot of restricted products when I scan, anything to be done? No, I don't know. I don't know. The solution is just don't buy anything that's restricted. That would be my tip. There are a lot of things that are, but there's also a lot of things that aren't. So there's still a lot of money to be made out there on Amazon FBA. Okay, I'm like way behind here. So Mischievous Mal said, did you already talk about intellectual property related info? I did not, because I don't think anyone asked about that. But basically, especially with Amazon merch, you have to keep it to things that are just, general. Like you can't make a Doctor Who shirt for Amazon merch. You cannot even make something that kind of relates to Doctor Who and mention Doctor Who in your, tagline, title, tagline. What am I talking about? The descriptions, the bullet points, or the title, because that will get rejected. So, no fan stuff. Even if the artwork is all your own or anything like that, you cannot put that up there. There's a lot of other things that are restricted, like branches of the military, I think, are restricted. Like you Okay, I think it's back. I warned you guys that this was going to be glitchy, but I think it's working now. And so I was just getting to Mischievous Mal's question, can you use quotes from a movie? And the answer is no, you can't. Because that's copyrighted material, so you wouldn't be able to use that. You might be able to use a quote from a book if it's a really, really old book and it's in the public domain, but that's about it. No movies. Oh, hi, Margaret. Texas Gal Treasures is here. We were talking about you before because you use what is it called? PicMonkey, and somebody was asking about PicMonkey. So you might be able to answer a question about that. And I am behind here. Not even like as if from Clueless. I think you could probably get away with using as if you didn't use Clueless anywhere on your shirt or in the title or in the description. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Everyone's saying hi. Oh, what is it doing? Oh, you're welcome, Mal. Yeah, Margaret is a pro at doing live videos. I am not a pro, and I'm struggling here, but I'm making it happen. Oh, thanks, what you selling. Do I feel cool and calm? I don't. I just, I'm making this up as I go along here and hoping, keeping the fingers crossed that this keeps working because it does not seem to like me. Pamela asked how much are shirts to buy. So you actually set the price when you upload designs on Amazon merch within reason. I mean, there's a cost to printing and a cost for the shirt, but depending on what you set it at, you know, that'll determine your royalties. So like, I'm not even sure what the cheapest is you could make it, maybe like $13.99 or something like that. I price most of mine between like $19.99 and $17.99, and you know, that way I get a decent royalty. And I hope that explains that. Margaret asked, what tier am I on? 500. I think like you. I think you're 500 too. I only have 270 up, but I can put up to 500. Oh, garage flips. Yes, I'm live. I'm live, I think. Bobby Moon says it can be just like reselling. Make not work, but you're making it happen. That's the important part. It may not work. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. Krillin said I'm bombing. I might have to cancel that subscription. Texas Gal Treasure says, what other print on demand site do you like? I'm not, I haven't done enough on any other to really endorse it. I mean, I was just saying I sold a single shirt on Redbubble. I only really started uploading stuff a short while ago on there. And I mean, I've sold a decent number of things on Zazzle, but I have a lot of things on there. So sales are slow. They trickle in. Oh, thanks, Imagine Create. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying here. Mischievous Mouse said, do you find yourself overthinking merch at first? I don't know. I don't know. I was just kind of like having fun with it. So, you know, when I started, you could put up to 25 at first. And so I filled that up, I guess, pretty quickly, but was just kind of like random. And then once I saw, you know, what did sell, I tried to, you know, maybe create more designs that went with that, I guess. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out, though. Yes, Margaret's at 500 too. Oh, Margaret said you sold one on Teespring. Well, that's more than I sold on Teespring. Oh, maybe we could do a merch chat. We could if my computer stays up long enough to work. Oh, Mischievous Mouse said I'm good at live video. Thanks, thanks. I appreciate the flattery. I don't feel like I'm good, but thank you. Bobby Moon's Bargain said, can I sell a local brand shirt on Amazon? If it's a brand, I guess that you have the right to sell, you can. Um, it's hard to say. I don't know. It's not something I've tried to do. So if anybody else knows, but I guess if you have all the rights to it, I mean, if it's your own brand or someone's asked you to create it for them, that should be legit. Again, it's, you know, I don't know who these people are that do the review process for each design that gets uploaded on Amazon, but like sometimes it's weird. Like, I don't know, I uploaded 2 designs. This was like a few weeks ago, maybe. And it was, again, it was like a grandfather shirt and a father shirt, you know, grandpa and dad. Same design, nothing different, except one said grandpa and one said dad. Pretty much the same words in the descriptions, and the grandpa one got approved and the dad one got rejected. And I don't really know why. I mean, I could challenge it, but it just wasn't worth it. So I'm like, I'm not even going to get into it, whatever that was for. So it should work, a local brand, but it's a weird system and it's dependent on actual human beings. So sometimes they make strange decisions that aren't totally correct, and you might have to challenge things. And I'll just warn you, there could be difficulties, but it could go perfectly. Okay, I'll look for that message, Margaret. Question: excluding fourth quarter, do you think spring or summer or fall will be the best? I don't know. I did really good last summer, but you know, maybe it's because the momentum started going. Um, you know, we did have the election going on. I had some, you know, election themed designs, so you know that might have helped. Really don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's been going pretty steady. Like this month is pretty similar to last month. January was pretty slow for me, but February things picked up, and March has been, I think, about keeping pace with February. So who knows? I don't know what to expect. So Mischievous Mel, is there somewhere we can see your shirts or get inspiration? So I don't really put the stuff out there only because of copycats, not assuming that you are a copycat, but of course, if I put it out there, then anyone can see it. As far as inspiration though, I would say, you know, search on the internet, you know, look at Google Images, look at Pinterest, look at, you know, shopping sites, wherever, you know, you might buy t-shirts or look at t-shirts, and there is so much inspiration out there, really. They're probably prudes. Do you do more text-based or text and graphic-based? That's from Texas Gal Treasures. And I would say majority of my designs are text with some graphic. That's generally what I do. I do a few that are text-based, but most of the ones that sell have some graphic to them. Hi, everyone, said A Purple Lily. Hi. Stevie Smell, that's crazy. What someone says, it's probably a computer approving. I don't know. I really, well, it takes a long time sometimes. So I don't think it's a computer because, you know, this week I had some that like took like 2 days to get approved, and then others are like within an hour it's approved. So it's so random. I'm thinking it's not a computer because it would seem like it would always be the same amount of time as a computer, but who knows? I really don't know. It's all a mystery. It's like the Wizard of Oz. Who knows? It's like some guy behind a curtain, maybe. Okay, I think the chat is not working. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm answering any questions about Amazon merch or just confusing people further, but trying to help, trying to do the live thing. I think it's still working, so we'll see. Bobby Moons is giving out approvals, but he's just kidding because he can't. Yes, I would approve everyone for Amazon merch. I'd let you all join. Oh, Nevada asks, how much time would you say you spend on merch in general each day? I totally reworded your question because I can't read, but I don't know. I don't know. Before, not so much, but once the new year kicked in and it was like we could do so many a day, I became focused on making sure I got out that many a day. I have like a few in draft right now. I guess I have 8 in draft at the moment because I put some up before, right after dinner, I guess, or right before dinner, whatever that was. But yeah, I'm probably spending maybe an hour to 2. No, not 2. Probably about probably averages out to probably be an hour a day for Amazon merch, which isn't bad. Making, at least in February, I made about $700, so, or a little over that. So for an hour a day, that's not too bad. Oh, Gina said, I think it's both. We're talking about the approval of designs. Computer looks for keywords and kicks out questionable stuff, and then humans check them. That makes sense. And again, comes back to those humans. And depending, it's very subjective, you know, what one says, what will fly with one won't fly with another. Oh, Bobbyman said, hit that like button. Yes, hit the like button. Thank you, everyone. Lisa asked, are there shirt colors you avoid? I barely have any that are on white. I don't know that I've ever even sold a white one. So white would probably be a color I avoid. And I'm trying to think if I've sold any red ones. Like I do the cranberry, which is like the darker red, but I don't think I have any like the bright red. But it might work depending on your design. It's just nothing I've done really looks good on the red, I think. You can pick up to 5 colors. Amazon has a pretty limited selection of colors, and the darker ones do tend to go better. In my last Amazon merch video, I kind of gave a breakdown of my sales for the month in terms of what colors were the most popular. And for me, it was navy blue, then olive, and then cranberry and black were tied for 3rd place. So the darker colors do seem to do better, although it'll depend on your design. What Giselle asked, question, has merch taken you away from Etsy? No, it hasn't. It definitely hasn't. I'm still doing Etsy. And now we're getting to the okay, I think it's working. Hopefully it's working. Anyway, the question was, did Amazon merch take me away from Etsy? And the answer is no, it doesn't. And the only thing is that in the winter, I definitely have more time to focus on Amazon merch because there's not as much Etsy stuff. Other than thrift stores, there's really nowhere for me to get stuff in the winter. Don't really have estate auctions or rummage sales or garage sales here when the weather is colder. Now that things are starting to warm up, things are starting to pick back up again. So I'll probably be spending a little more time on Etsy and maybe not as much time on merch. We'll see. Stevie Smells, I'm kind of a wordsmith, at least in my own mind I am. Could be totally delusional. I think I'm going to stick to some cute or clever little sayings and phrases when I submit my first ones. That sounds like an excellent plan. Definitely. You know, if you're good at that, go for it. And I hope you have a lot of success. Can the same t-shirt design be sold on two pod companies, two print-on-demand companies? That's Pat Doodle's question. Yes, definitely. It's your creation, so you can sell it wherever you want to. I don't think there's any restriction with that. Stevie's mouth thinks I'm not human, and then I can juggle so many different things. I assure you, I'm very, very human, and I don't know. I don't feel like I'm keeping up with things, but I try. I try my best. Lisa said, since merch is all short-sleeved, warm weather may see more sales. That's true. There are no long-sleeve shirts. There are no sweatshirts or hoodies or anything like that. So, you know, T-shirts tend to be more summertime things, at least around here, that's for sure. Volume said, simplicity can be beautiful. It can. It very much can. Yeah, you don't have to go too crazy with your designs on Amazon merch. Keep it as simple as possible, I guess. Yeah, great point, Lisa, about the short sleeve shirts and in warm weather. So yeah, I have been talking for about 50 minutes now, and probably going to wrap this up soon, but any last questions? So somebody asked, do you do other sites? Sorry if I missed that question earlier. Yes, a Purple Lily. I am on Zazzle and I am on Redbubble. Recently started on Redbubble, so, you know, can't really report too much on that. Zazzle, I've been on kind of a while. I've actually been on Zazzle for longer than Amazon merch, but wasn't really active with it. And sales trickle in. That's what I'll say about Zazzle. You really have to have some kind of promotion driving your listings definitely for Zazzle, maybe for Redbubble too. I don't know because I'm still too new at it. But with Amazon, the great benefit is just so many organic sales. So you don't really have to spend time promoting. At least I really don't do anything to promote, and the sales come in because Amazon is just awesome and amazing, and you know, they're a shopping destination. Oh dear. Oh, the chat's going really fast. Let me try and keep up. Pat Doodles asked if I tried Print Aura or Printful. I have not, so I cannot report on those. Bye, Nevada. It was cool to chat with you here. Volume's Bargain asked, can you make a brand for a target market then? Oh, that's a question to Mischievous Mal. Mischievous Mal asked one question, and I probably already addressed this. What's the platform or site you use to design? So I said this earlier, but I'm using Affinity Designer at the moment, which is paid software, but it's a one-time fee of $50 as opposed to Adobe Illustrator, which it's a clone of. Adobe Illustrator is $10 per month. So you have to keep paying that each month as opposed to a one-time $50 fee. I would recommend Inkscape if you're just getting started because that's free software and that is modeled on Adobe Illustrator. For me, it got too glitchy with a recent Mac update I did, but it was working at first. So it might work for you depending on your computer and, you know, the software. I don't know if they'll talk to each other or not, but it's worth a try because it's free. Lisa asked, do you do a lot of shirts in the niche or just random stuff? May have missed this earlier. So I don't focus on like one particular niche, but I do have a lot of different niche designs. If you were to focus on a single niche, that's one strategy to use, and you could probably do some promoting with that as far as like you could create like, you know, social media, you could create like a Facebook group, or you could create a website just focused on that niche and promote from there. I have seen some of my designs that are focused on a certain niche being like promoted on like niche websites that people created because, you know, with Amazon, they have an affiliate program. So people make money when they direct people to your items that are on Amazon. And so, you know, I've seen some of my niche designs being promoted by other sites, which is cool. But if you were looking to maybe just focus on a particular niche, you could definitely create sites or create Facebook groups or whatever to Facebook groups or Facebook pages, I guess, to market to that particular niche. And John Singleton said, what's the best way to make money online, least time invested for maximum returns? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. It really is going to depend on, you know, you and what you're doing. Amazon in general for me is probably the best. Yeah, I mean, for me, still most of my income comes from Amazon FBA. So I guess that's going to have to be my top pick. But Amazon merch is doing good. It's doing good. So I don't know. Ask me another year and we'll see how things are going. What just selling asks, when will we get to see you live again? I'm not sure. I'll try to do another live video, maybe do it more on reselling. I'm not sure. If anyone has any suggestions, you know, go ahead and either say them in the chat or leave them in a comment, and I'll try to do another one. Probably not next week, maybe the week after. We'll see. We'll see what my schedule looks like. I am human, and you know, I do have a lot of things going on here. Penny Bren asked, do you pay any monthly fees for getting on print-on-demand sites? Not any of the sites that I use. They're all free. So, you know, the only money you would pay is, you know, fees you might pay for software to design stuff, or fees you might pay for artwork that you're going to use. But as far as using the sites, they are free, at least the ones I do. Krillin asked, are you going to be live more often? I'll try. I'll try to be live. This, you know, right now it's like, it's almost 10 o'clock. I'm ready for bed. Yeah. Garage Flip says, Inkscape is okay. When I had to open some vector graphic stuff before, it didn't look very user-friendly, though, kind of like GIMP versus Photoshop. It depends. It depends on the artwork, because I have some artwork still that, like, even when I try to open Infinity, it doesn't work right, and I'll open it. I still have Inkscape on my computer, and even though it's glitchy with some stuff, it's actually better with some of the artwork. I can actually use it better. I don't know why. You know, just certain like files, however they were created or something. I don't know. And Andy Berry Andrea asked, I just might check my account, and the shirt I sold a lot of has 1 star saying it isn't true to size. Yeah, I have seen that before. Probably my #1 best-selling design, like the first review it got, this was a American Apparel shirt, so they're the slim fit shirts, and so it did get a negative review about someone complaining about the size. But since then, I've gotten a bunch of like 5-star reviews about people saying it fits great. So, you know, you can't please everybody. I wouldn't worry too much about the reviews, because it doesn't seem to affect it. That shirt sells all the time. Grad Flips asked, do I have a drawing tablet for the computer? Not yet. Not yet. I'm probably going to get one. That is my plan. I actually set a goal for myself that the first month that I make $900, selling print-on-demand stuff, then I'll buy the tablet. I mean, I can afford it now, but that's just sort of like a motivating goal for me. I don't know. I'd like to do stuff like that. I'm crazy. Vitamins Bargain says, depends on how much work you will put in that amount of limited time. Oh, that's to John Singleton. Let's see. Terry, I don't know. I think I missed your earlier question. Production partners on Etsy. Oh, John Singleton said he's doing great with Kindle, just looking to add something else. Yeah, Garage Flip says, my daughter has been using Wacom for a few years. She loves it. Yeah, that is probably what I would get. Again, my goal, $900. For my first $900 a month, I'm going on Amazon, ordering one. Oh, Andy Berry Andrew asks, are you going to be writing any more team books? I will. I am. I have some that are written. It's just a matter of getting them sold and getting them published. But I'm also working on some too. So we'll see. I don't have news to give you. I can't give you too much information, but the answer is yes. Yes, I will write more and am writing more. Bymensberger says diversification is great. Yes, don't put all your eggs in one basket, guys. You know, anything can happen out there, so it's good to have multiple streams of income in case something goes away, in case something changes radically, in case for some, you know, horrible reason an account gets shut down. I mean, things happen, so have stuff coming in from all different sources. Haha, so talented. Thanks. I think you're talking about me, Garage Flips. I don't know. I try. Oh, Gina said she's just started using iPad Pro with pen and loves it. So that's an option too. I mean, I have an iPad, but an old one, not an iPad Pro. So it's not that high tech. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. What you selling? Okay, guys, I am going to wrap it up. Any last questions before I go? Because I think I'm going to shut this down, but don't want to miss anyone if you had a last question. Oh, Just James asked, do I ever think about buying and selling jewelry or high dollar items? I don't know. Jewelry just isn't my thing. I don't know. I know a lot of you sellers do that. I know, Margaret, who was on here before, she does a lot of jewelry. I don't know. It's just not for me. And the high dollar value stuff kind of makes me nervous only because if a package gets lost in the mail, it gets lost in the mail. It's no big deal. Like if it's like a $50 item, it's not that big a deal. It's like when you're selling those expensive things, I don't know. That just makes me nervous. I'd rather sell like lower value stuff, if that makes sense. I don't know. But yeah, I'll take some higher value stuff if I find it. Volume means bargain says, how do you keep yourself motivated? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. I don't always. I try. I try my best. Oh, you're welcome, Garage Flips. You're welcome, Claire. Okay, guys, thank you everyone that was watching tonight and was here for the chat, and thank you for all your likes. And if you did miss this or just got the end of it, there will be a replay available if I can figure out how to do that. But in the meantime, I'm going to say goodnight to you all. And yeah, if you do, if you're watching this on the replay or just catching the end of this, and you have some requests for live video, or topic to cover, let me know in the comments below. That'd be awesome. Oh, you're welcome, Volumins. See ya. Oh, thank you, Purple Lily. See you soon. Okay, now let me figure out what I'm doing here.